2007, putting on the Ritz. When this downright petrifying clip was caught in the Ritz Theater in Thule, Utah, the paranormal team at Broken Wings Paranormal had already done a good sweep through the building, conducting some last-ditch attempts to catch anything spooky. The team were ready to pack up and get out, which is when they all noticed the hairs on the backs of their necks begin to stand on end, and they realized that they were not alone. But that feeling had been sitting in the back of their minds from the second they set foot inside the theatre, because it comes with somewhat of a legacy. The Ritz Theatre you see in the video actually isn't the original building. It replaced the previous Ritz Theatre in early 1938 and served the people of Thule well. But in 2023, the same year this scary investigation was filmed, the sales had gone down and the Bradshaw family had no choice but to sell the property on. Being such a historical place, a lot of tabloids went to interview the family when the news dropped that they were considering giving it up. This is where you start to see the paranormal clawing their way in. Journalist Stephen Dark with Deseret News wrote that while interviewing co-owner Mickey Bradshaw in the theatre lobby, they both heard a deep, vibrant moan coming from the walls. The family ran the business for 70 odd years and have plenty of ghost stories under their belts. There were times, one of the Bradshaw's daughters recalls, when her and her father would look into the auditoriums at the end of the night and see a couple sat together after everyone had already been ushered out, and on a second glance, they were gone. People outside of the family have noticed something spooky about that place too, with a woman called LaDawn Tracy, who moved into the theatre once to try and stake out some ghosts. Everyone seemed to be in unanimous agreement that these spirits were just people who had frequented the place before, be it for work or pleasure, and just didn't want to leave. Tracy mentions that there are the spirits of two ushers, and that information is what makes the footage these guys caught so spooky. Check it out.
Just as we begin our portal session, you can clearly see we are all in the room. LaDawn is sitting in the back of the theater. Watch the doorway on the right side in the back of the theater. You will see an apparition walk towards the bathrooms, and then just a few seconds later you see the same apparition walk back. This cannot be a person, because as you can see in this still, a person has full features even in the back of the theater. Amazingly enough, this was captured on both of the DVR cameras.
You can see that everyone conducting the investigation was at the front of the room when this clip was taken. So who or what the hell was walking past the doorway? LaDawn Tracy was actually present at the time of the investigation and seemed to drag a bunch of spirits in with her.
Just a couple minutes later, watch the same doorway. You can clearly see shadows moving in and out of the theater. Right after, the portal says, "I'm coming up."
I'm coming up something.
I heard a slight yes, like a real soft yes.
How about Suzanne?
And then just a few seconds later, the music box is triggered in the projector room.
How about Suzanne?
No.
And who's sitting behind me?
From the auditoriums to the back rooms. You could try and say that the ghost stories and footage were all a marketing ploy to get more traction for the theatre. The timelines would mean that made sense, but why continue spreading this information if it's a lie, when the theatre has already been sold on to someone else? Food for thought. A poltergeist told me you enjoy scary videos like this, but don't subscribe just yet. We'll earn your subscription by the end of this scary compilation. Number 6. Heads or Tails. While kicking back at home, David Colostio felt like something was a bit off. He couldn't quite lay his finger on why though. Trying not to freak out, he wandered over to take a quick glance at his security camera feed to settle his mind. Turns out it had exactly the opposite effect, and instead left him reaching for his spare pants when he saw this wandering across his garden.
Ano yung mga gawas na yan?
Itong pag-lighter ko, saan eh? First time ko ano din.
First time din mo nakakita ng kakaiba?
Ikaw dili, sige na ha?
Ikaduha ini.
Asa yung first time mo?
Ang high school lang.
Atong sa...
Tuman,
Sige, pana.
on na ito. 4, 5. Basta gawas.
What the hell is that? At first, it just looks like the outline of some kid. Why there would be a small child wandering around people's gardens at stupid o'clock is anyone's guess, but that doesn't describe the damn tale. Yeah, people are much handier with things like Photoshop, AI and CGI nowadays, but what if this is all the proof we need that little monsters are roaming the earth? Goku, is that you?
Here I come!
Number 5. Blockbuster. Shooting a film can be stressful business as it is, but what happens when you throw in a good paranormal punch in the face? That's what happened to Stephen Ray when he and his friends were trying to finish off recording a scene. As soon as they hear action, all hell seems to break loose. Take a look.
We're here, we're filming the last scene for this horror movie we're doing. We still haven't titled it yet. Should be coming out soon. We decided to set this camera up as a wide shot for the behind the scenes, get our whole setup. Fernand's recording handheld on
The HD10?
Yeah. And we have the iPhone 4 up here filming another angle. So let's just get started and show you guys how we do it.
Alright. HD10 and on and recording. Audio.
Alright, raw audio.
Audio recording.
Alright, ready and action. Wait, cut. Who's upstairs?
No worries.
I just saw somebody.
I'll check it out.
I thought we were the only ones here.
We are.
Steven, are you seeing things?
There's no one else here.
Maybe it's just smart here. Alright, let's go ahead and reset.
He thinks he sees someone. He goes to have a look, realizes it's nothing, and goes back to business. That's standard, except it's never that simple, is it?
Alright. Ready, set.
What the heck was that?
Did you knock over the picture?
No, I just saw it fall down. Is the nail loose or something?
Sure, everything seems fine. Alright, hold on, let me check out the lights.
The second take goes to pot as well, but they all seem to think it had to be a big prank. But when they go in for a third take, they realise that this is no joke.
Alright, hold on, let me check out the lights. I don't know, I think it might just be a short on it. Electrical. Yeah, I think it's a shoot.
What the? Hey, who's out there?
Looks like something else wanted their 15 minutes of fame too. What could have used all three of them like floor mops so easily? Something sinister that we want nothing to do with. Number 4. Mirror Mirror. While trying to record a vlog for her TikTok account, this woman caught something that stopped everyone in their tracks. She and her colleagues were attempting to move some furniture in one of the rooms in the hotel they work at. But the light didn't work. Already on edge, the group powered through and got on with their work, until the woman recording the vlog noticed something in the corner. Check it out.
I felt bad.
How do you up the stairs?
I don't know, but I mean, I felt bad, but also
No, don't feel bad. It's just terrible.
Can you hold this? I'm gonna clean it real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so my sister, she graduates in 2 days, and I asked for the whole weekend off because like we're gonna get dinner with her. My parents are flying in, you know, like the whole thing. But she literally scheduled me the whole weekend.
Wait, am I working on the weekend? Wait, let me check.
If you were,
Where's my? Do you have my phone? Have you seen?
I think I left it on the table.
Oh my god, are you
Yeah.
filming with my phone?
For the vlog.
Girl, nobody cares about our stupid.
Somebody cares.
What do you want to talk about? Where the mirror should go?
Yeah, actually, let's do our job.
Okay. All right. Chat, should the mirror go
Here.
in this corner?
The right corner.
Okay. Or in that corner? I don't know. I mean, like, I know it's super dark right now, but I feel like personally it would look better in this area. There's just too much back.
From 15 seconds to 20 seconds in, you can see an eerie shadow when the mirror gets moved. But at this point, it could have honestly been anything. So when the same room was shown a bit later on, we had a keen eye for that corner. But the only thing, there was a cabinet much shorter than the shadow figure we saw before. This isn't the only time something paranormal has shocked all of the workers to their core. Check out this footage taken by one of her co-workers.
Recording, we're recording. It's 12:35. It's the second floor. There's no one on this floor. Stop.
Granted, there could always be a logical explanation for sounds like those. Creaking and banging can be associated with all manner of internal functions, but the activity in that room doesn't even stop there. The same co-worker filmed another terrifying clip showing the inside of the room.
Alright, so we're getting crazy calls from this room that is unoccupied in the second floor. And this is like the third time it's happened. And I'm bringing y'all along with me, so annoyed with this little trip that I've been doing constantly. Okay, keys. I think it's 2. Yeah, 226. That's right. 227. 227. Okay. There's the phone. No one's calling, no one's here. Everything's chilling. Yep, okay. I mean, no one here, no phone calls. I'm out. This is weird.
There's obviously something sinister lurking in the corridors and inside the rooms of this hotel. The question is, just why and what could it be? Number 3. Homebody. When moving into their new place, this person was ready for a breath of independence. What they weren't ready for, however, was a brush with the paranormal. But unfortunately, that's just what they got. After dealing with this horrific invasion of their property, they decided to take matters into their own hands and set up a couple of house cams, make calls, some petrifying videos, but the scariest one, weirdly enough, was the one where the least amount of destruction took place. A lot of people seem to think that all of the videos this person posted could have been faked with them standing behind the camera, but all of those comments were quelled with this clip. How the hell did that happen? At least now, you know nobody was behind the camera. Number 2. School's out. Abandoned places are unanimously agreed to be some of the scariest places of all, especially abandoned schools. So when this guy was made aware of a location with an abandoned school nearby, he gathered all of his equipment up and got ready to find some schoolboy spirits. Except he might have accidentally stumbled upon something much, much scarier.
Bismillah. هذا وش هذا مصحف قديم في المكان. واضح هذا غرفة الحارس يا جماعة. شوف حمام عزكم الله. في حد؟
Upon first inspection, he finds a moth-bitten copy of the Quran lying inside the building, which can only mean good things, right? Well, paired with all the stuff he was hearing, it seems more demonic. Soon after, doors start to close by themselves.
Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah.
But this specific door leads him right to a big pile of ashes.
Bismillah. شفتوا
He deduces that the rubble left among the ash must mean that the building had been previously used to house dark magic, which would explain all of the petrifying things that take place afterwards. It all starts off what sounds like footsteps wandering the halls right by him. And then it all turns into his own worst nightmare.
في أحد هنا؟ بكل أمانة بسم الله أعوذ بالله. أنا بخرج طبعا من الموقع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبشي إن شاء الله مرة ثانية كمل الفيديو. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله بسم الله. مرة الغرفة ذي مرة توقعون هواء في مكان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله بكل أمانة أنا خرجني خرشة قوية والله بالأخير. بسم الله. كمان المكان بسم الله. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله. شوف بسم الله. شفتوا.
The vibes were so off that he refuses to go up to the second floor, and he hauled ass out of there, never to return. Can you blame him though? By the way, last week's video was flagged as too graphic for YouTube, so we had to take it over to Rumble instead. Please do me a favour, follow us at rumble.com/goosepimples, where you can watch the ones that are too much for YouTube to handle. Number 1. Action. The people who lived in this house initially weren't planning on recording a horror movie, but when they looked back at the footage one of the cameras caught upstairs, they realised they had no choice. Take a look. The camera seems to be focused everywhere else, so why not on the figure? Or why didn't the camera begin to focus on the figure at all? One of the comments brought up a good point, which is that there is no shadow from the figure on the floor or walls, and that it seems to be a little girl, and they were right. Unless someone had immense cinematography skills, this shot would be super difficult to fake correctly. So who or what could that figure have been? Hey, don't forget, last week's video was too graphic for YouTube apparently, so it's on Rumble. Watch it now, go to rumble.com/goosepimples, but make sure you have the stomach to handle it. See ya in the next one.